You're listening to the audio-only version of Cocktails with Cav, the popular video cast streamed live only on X. Follow us here on Spotify or on X at Cav Literature. Oh, happy Thursday, everybody. Another great week in the bag. We have another incredible Cocktails with Cav show for you tonight. I hope everybody's poured themselves a little cocktail, get ready to relax, and enjoy a show with a great author with an upcoming novel that we're going to talk about. You're going to want to stick around for that. I tell you what, it's been a good week. Got the sailboat ready, getting ready to do a little coastal cruise, and we're coming into that season down here on the Gulf Coast. And it's just going to be a wonderful time coming up in the next few months. I'll have to send y'all pictures on X and videos, having fun and cruising some waterways. But anyway, boy, I tell you what, a little housekeeping, please check our links in the descriptions of the show. Have our Buy Me a Coffee link. Please consider supporting the show so we continue to bring you great indie authors, entertainers, and artists. And also, of course, there's our merch page link. Great way to get you some swag, get you official Cocktails with Cav drinking glass or coffee mug to recover from the show. You can get you some coffee in that with our show logo. I tell you what, they're selling good. The cocktail glasses are very high quality, I can assure you, and they're large enough to accommodate all our cocktails. Well, tonight's show is brought to you by our sponsor, Pravaco Publishing and Publicity out of London. Incredible outfit if you're an indie author. And I tell you, if you're looking for great professional help in the area that grieves us all as indie creators, the marketing and carrying through your work to get it out in front of people. Look, I can tell you, every author I've interviewed that's had a relationship with Pravaco is just nothing but glowing reviews. So please check them out on X. We are Pravaco. It's Pravaco Publishing and Publicity out of London. Well, enough of all of that. I am telling you, we have an incredible show for you tonight. Please help me welcome to the stage Author Dawn Treacher. Oh, Dawn, I am so glad you could join us. How are you doing over in North Yorkshire, England?
We're doing well. All we need is some decent weather. We just had rain and drizzle for about, 2 months.
Oh, 2 months.
So we need some of your sunshine. I bet you've had sunshine.
Occasionally, I'm in New Orleans, so we have our fair share of living in a swamp and just getting rained on all the time.
Not just the Brits, then.
No. It's that's why I just stay locked inside this bar and drink cocktails and talk to people.
Probably wise this time of year.
That's it. I'm telling you. Well, Dawn, I tell you, gotten to know you on X. I just love having you on. I know you got a great load of work, children's books, but you also have a wonderful novel coming out. I believe your pre-order launch day is going to be today.
21st.
That's it. So, that's right. Geez and Pete's, I tell you what, we love to get our guests to let people know about themselves, the viewers, because, I'm a strong believer in just getting to know the creators and gaining insight from them on their work. It makes for a more enjoyable experience for me anyway. So please, by all means, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into writing and how you arrived from children's books to a incredible murder mystery coming out.
Oh, wow. I started writing 10 years ago. I've been at home full time for 20 years. I'm a carer, so I'm pretty well home-based, and writing is perfect for that. So I've got a lot of time. So I started writing kids' books because I've never really grown up. I love fantasy and fantasy adventures, so those are what my children's books are. I just feel that you can disappear inside a totally different world and get completely carried away. And I really love that. And my stories are usually quite bonkers, quite ridiculous, my kids' ones anyway. But I'm also an avid reader, and I particularly like crime. So I figured one day, wow, I'll have a go. Because why not?
Oh, sure.
So Seeds of Murder is my 10th novel that I've actually written. And I just, as with all of my books, I always start with just one little snapshot of what I think my character looks like, where I think they are in their life, and I run from there. So with Seeds of Murder, I started with a vicar who had a wife who'd gone missing, and that's where I started. And he's also a crime writer. He's a crime writer too. He writes thrillers, and so this book is a book within a book. So I've got snapshots of his thriller all the way through, so that you follow his own inspector's investigation as well as the crime that I've written myself. It's a crime within a crime. So.
Oh, you're definitely going to have to tell us all about it when we talk about it in a few minutes. And I'll tell you, how did you get involved in writing children's books? That's an interesting genre. You have kids? Or?
We have one daughter, but she's at university now, so she's all grown up. How did I get into kids' books? I started in kids' books because I was an illustrator. So I was studying children's book illustration, and one particular course I was doing meant I had to write a book for children. And I thought, I have no idea how to write a book for children. So I enrolled on a 20-week course on writing for kids, and I've never stopped writing since. And that was 10 years ago.
That
absolutely loved it. So,
and I tell you, it's an interesting market, and one I'm a big fan of, obviously, because I think the earlier kids can start reading, the better.
Definitely.
It's just so important, and today with social media and just technology in general, I think a lot of the youth has gotten away from that. How is it over in England where you are?
I think kids still like books, definitely very much, especially the age group that I write for, 8 to 12. It's still very popular. We call it middle grade here, sort of the top end of primary school. I've just really enjoyed the idea of bringing stories to kids, and my stories all have very strong child leads that are very brave, very resilient, very resourceful, and which I think all kids are. And although they're fantastical adventures, my latest one, Pandemonium of Parrots, which was last year, is about a mechanical zoo and a steam pirate. But at the end of the day, no matter what fantastical, perilful adventures they go on, it's fundamentally about the importance of friendship and the importance of family, things that children, connect with and understand and value.
Right, and I think that's just the lessons children can learn from reading are invaluable and put in a format that's entertaining as well, and it keeps them enthralled. That's good.
Oh, definitely. Mine are, page turner adventures.
So when you began writing children's books, how did you go about the marketing for that particular genre? That part's always interested me. Did you do a lot of author meet and greets? And
I do a lot of events. I do events in libraries. I do a lot in libraries. And I usually, because I'm a bit of an arty, crafty kind of person, I always combine a story with an activity. So they make things. So for Pandemonium of Parrots, they were all making mechanical animals. So I tried to combine the creative aspect as well as the story aspect. So I can go into schools or bookshops or libraries. And do it that way.
Oh, that is great. And being at home, I imagine you have like you said, it's a perfect environment to be able to nurture your creativity and get it out there. That's for sure. So, so do you want to tell us a little bit about some of your other books that you have a lovely website, and ladies and gentlemen, a link will be there in the description, dawntreacher.com. Love for you to tell us about some of them.
Well, Pandemonium of Paris, as I said, was my steampunk mechanical zoo. I also have written the first 2 of Kringleset Chronicles, which are fantastical adventures reinventing Christmas. You think you know everything about Christmas? Well, you don't, because Christmas is grown on a farm, and it's a totally different thing. But at the end of the day, I've got goblins, I've got pixies, I've got beasts. All of my books are always full of lots of peril, lots of danger. I think kids like an adventure where they're on the edge of their seat and who knows what can happen. They could be eaten by a beast at any moment in any of my books. So
that's right. Hey, just prep them for careers in the corporate workplace. It'll be. Oh no! I tell you what, that's fantastic, Dawn. And I tell you, I know, like I said, you took this. When did you first begin writing other genres other than children's books, or is this something new for you now?
Adult books is relatively new, probably the last 2 years. I've written 3 adult books. The first one to come out will be Seeds of Murder, of course. So yeah, I just decided that I would give it a go. And I absolutely love writing adults because you get to use language you can't use for children, much more complex language. You get to kill people for a start in crime books. But I've always loved mysteries. Mysteries run through all of my children's books. There's always a mystery to be solved. And so it seemed logical to me to have a go at a crime mystery. Why not?
Oh, well, that's incredible. Well, Dawn, I tell you what, let's take a little break. I'll refill some cocktails. I have to keep my throat quenched for all these interviews we do. But when we come back, please, let's get into your great crime fiction work coming out. And you got exciting pre-launch order day, and we'll talk about Seeds of Murder when we come back. You know, one of the things I love about the writing community on X is just the support and friendship you find from all over the platform for us indie creators and authors. I tell you what, struggling to get your work out in front of people, it's just a fantastic community. And one of our great friends and sponsors of the show, the incredible author Grimm of the great sci-fi novel Now Comes Grimm. Hey, special commercial tonight. Look, had a little setback, a little medical setback last couple of weeks, and right in the middle of marketing his incredible sci-fi novel Now Comes Grimm. I highly encourage everyone, please check him out on Amazon, and hey, buy this book. You're gonna love it. And please support and follow him, Grimm Books LLC on X. And also check the link for his GoFundMe, because like I said, the community on X, as far as writers and creators go, it's just an incredibly supportive community. So please consider that as well for our, like I said, our great friend and sponsor, the great author Grimm. And if you haven't had a chance to check out episode 4 of Cocktails with Cav, Grimm's the star of the show. It's in our highlights tab. I highly encourage you to watch it and get to know Grimm as well. Incredible person, incredible sponsor. And also, like I said, check out his incredible book, Now Comes Grimm, available on Amazon. Oh, Dawn, thanks for hanging out while I had to refill. But I'm so glad we're going to get to talk. I'm kind of excited for you today. Pre-launch order day for just your incredible new work, The Seeds of Murder. And I hope you could tell us a little about it. I know it's just a great murder novel. And I think we're all excited for your launch.
Well, I am. I'm excited because it's my debut. It's my debut cozy crime. So, and you probably want to know what a cozy crime is. Now, a cozy crime is a murder mystery, but it's got humor and it's more about the people and the personalities and less of the grisly details. So it's what we call a nice sort of easy read. And I've always been a great fan of cozy crime murders. Agatha Christie, of course, is the biggie in that genre. So if you like an Agatha Christie, then yeah, Seeds of Murder's right up your street. It's always set, as mine is, in a small community. It's set in a small North Yorkshire community, where everybody has a secret. And of course, those secrets usually mean they're worth killing for.
That's right. Right.
And you might want to know why it's called the Seeds of Murder and why I've got seeds growing here. And that's because my amateur sleuth, Cedric, was a vicar, but he was also an avid gardener, and he found his faith in his garden. But of course, the garden is also going to be where the seeds of murder will start to germinate and grow to the point that he's overtaken by the whole thing. So if you like gardening, there's an awful lot of gardens in here, because he not only is a gardener, he runs a YouTube gardening channel, and he's a little bit of a celebrity.
That's right. And we can't, and that's right, we can't give away too much. Gotta ready to
I'm not going to give you anything.
That's right. No spoiler alerts here on Cocktail.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
But that's I tell you, when you this being your debut novel, I know you ended up with Provaco Publishing, just incredible outfit for everybody, all you indie creators out there. But yeah, how did you end up getting published? And because that's a hard trek for authors, especially debut authors. We all talk about it all the time on X,
Well, the thing about the publishing industry is it's the more you write, the more you sub, the more likely you are to get somebody to publish it. So you just keep writing and you keep sending it until someone says they love it, and then you're okay, aren't you?
Right. And so that's what happened. You just you went at it.
I just keep sending it out until somebody loves it, because there's hopefully somebody out there that will.
I'll tell you what, that's what I need to do. I just need to keep mailing myself around the country. Somebody will love me. No. Oh, well, and you said you have two others work in progress you're working on now, or?
Yeah, I have just finished. Well, I've got one that's finished and that's just out with what I call beta readers. So those are people that read it for me and make sure that I've not written something that no one would want to read. And then, of course, it then goes out on submission after that. And that's it's a cozy mystery, but a very, very different kind of thing. It's not a murder one, but it's still crime.
It's still crime. Give us a scoop on Cocktails with Cav. Fill us in.
All right. My new novel is called The Ninth Life of Norris, and it is about a man who is reincarnated into the body of a cat for his ninth life, of which he spent 8 lives as a human. But when he's reincarnated into the home of the man he let down badly in World War II. So it's a moral dilemma book about forgiveness and last chances.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I like the sound of that too. That's for sure. And I tell you what, we are all just. I'm looking forward to your work and having gotten to know you. And the Seeds of Murder, I think, is going to be a big success. I think, and once with your pre-order launch, we're looking forward to it. When do you think your next installment might be coming out?
I've almost finished writing the second one in that series, so that hopefully next year.
Oh, fantastic. That is awesome. Well, I tell you what, Dawn, I am so glad you were able to come on the show and tell us about your great bunch of children's work that you have in your catalog. But as well, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gotten to know Dawn, please go interact with her on X. She's a wonderful person to talk to. At D Squiffy, Her handle's right there on her video for her. And by all means, please, her link's in the description of the show, The Seeds of Murder. And we're all looking forward to it. And Dawn, please, you got to promise when your new work comes out, you'll come back on the show and tell us a lot about it.
I will do.
I appreciate it. Well, live from North Yorkshire, England, and New Orleans, Dawn, I certainly appreciate you coming on, and good luck with the pre-launch of The Seeds of Murder.
Thank you so much.